Muhammad Ali, in the eyes of many, is the greatest boxer of all time. A global icon for his contributions to boxing, Ali's legacy extends beyond the boundaries of the sweet science as his influence is prevalent in the worlds of professional wrestling and mixed martial arts. It's hard to believe that Ali would have such an impact on a sport that didn't even exist by the time he retired. But when you think about it, Ali left such an indelible mark in combat sports that years after he called time on his career, his influence still shines through. One of Ali's greatest contributions to modern combat sports is cutting a promo to sell upcoming fights. Cutting a promo is a term in pro wrestling jargon that simply means talking shit to your opponent to increase the hype level of the matchup. Before Ali, no boxer really used the microphone to put butts in the seats. Of course, the boxing world has already seen charismatic personalities like Rocky Marciano, Sugar Ray Robinson, and Jake LaMotta before Ali's career took off. However, none of them took advantage of the pre-fight theatrics quite like the Louisville Lip has. Simply put, Ali became a great because of what he did inside the ring, but what made him iconic were the things he said. Today, cutting a promo is still a massive part of promoting fights in the MMA, specifically in the UFC. Some of the biggest stars in promotion are not necessarily those who produce the best output in the octagon, but those who can talk circles around their opponents. Just take Conor McGregor for instance. McGregor is far from being the best fighter in the UFC, as is evidenced in his losses to Nate Diaz, Khabib Nurmagomedov, and Dustin Poirier. However, the notorious MAC is still the company's largest draw, thanks in large part to his natural charisma, zinging insults, and witty one-liners. It's easy to draw comparisons between McGregor and Ali, two of the best talkers in combat sports history. However, the Irishman apparently admires the legendary boxer so much, he admits he can't hold a candle to Ali's legacy in any way, shape, or form. McGregor once said, "Muhammad Ali is a special individual. I do not. I am not even close to that man's greatness." Of course, that goes without saying. But for a braggadocio like McGregor to actually say that is kind of a big deal. Did Muhammad Ali invent MMA? Ali has always been fascinated with professional wrestling. In fact, he credits WWE Hall of Famer Gorgeous George as the inspiration behind his larger-than-life persona. Ali's obsession with sports entertainment is what led to the bizarre matchup with Japanese pro wrestling legend Antonio Inoki on June 26, 1976. It was a 15-round exhibition match that was centered around the question, which martial art is better, Ali's boxing or Inoki's wrestling? In many ways, Ali vs. Inoki can be considered as the first MMA fight ever recorded. Although the exhibition turned out to be an underwhelming affair that many scribes refer to as one of the most embarrassing moments of Ali's career, it indirectly provided the blueprint that would serve as a launching pad for the UFC. The original iteration of the promotion was that it was a proving ground where combat sports athletes of different disciplines compete against one another to determine which martial art is superior. Sounds exactly like the premise of Ali vs. Inoki, doesn't it? Ali might not have known it at the time, but that one time he took a strange trip to Japan which would give birth to an entire sport and inspire a whole new generation of athletes.